Hey YouTube, Rook here from Rook Geek Goodness, my little channel on the web for all things geeky and cool. Welcome guys to the Funko review, rather a Funko Pop Battle Royale Season 1 quarterfinal round number 1 matchup. Now if you missed sort of what we had going on for the last several months, I've been gotten a little lax in putting these videos together. We had in a standard round matchup, we had 8-bit Jason Voorhees versus 8-bit Freddy Krueger. Jason took the win, kind of rather substantially. And in a surprise victory here, it was the Alien Xenomorph versus Predator. That matchup ended in a draw, so I had to pick the winner. I went with the Alien Xenomorph based on the criteria of a Funko Pop Battle Royale matchup. Now, if you haven't been catching up with these videos, what it's all about, basically I tend to do an objective-based review on two pops for usually shared universes. This sort of round matchup is different universes. Two horror icons going head-to-head. Jason versus the Alien Xenomorph. Two completely separate franchises going head-to-head. Now, I do this, as I mentioned, as an objective-based review, meaning I don't look at the character's history, their popularity, their lineage, their powers, their weaknesses. Nothing like that. I strictly look at what you see before you right here, what's on my table. At the end of this video segment, there'll be a section called Cast Your Vote, where you guys, the viewers and subscribers, can make your voice heard. Who do you think wins this quarterfinal round matchup? Is it 8-bit Jason Voorhees, or is it the Alien Xenomorph? With that being said, guys, let's go to the table right now and get into this Funko Pop Battle Royale Season 1 quarterfinal matchup, round number 1. Alright guys, we're in a quarterfinal round matchup, Jason Voorhees 8-bit against the Alien Xenomorph. And the very first thing we do, especially in the Funko Pop Battle Royale segment, is look at the packaging and presentation. I'm going to focus on them one at a time because it's much easier to review them that way. We're going to go with 8-bit Jason Voorhees first and come back to the Alien Xenomorph. I reviewed this figure before in the first round matchup. Basically, it's a really cool pop 8-bit style design. Think of it the old NES-based games. That's sort of the throwback, more of a vintage feel to it. So let's look at the packaging up close. We have Pop 8-bit right here, Friday 13th logo right there, number 23. Nice sort of side shot of what it looks like for 8-bit design. Nice window box display. On this side here, we have a shot of what the figure looks like out of packaging. Over here, you have more of an 8-bit font, kind of sort of, the way it looks right here, which is Jason Voorhees, number 23. And the back of the packaging showcases just a single shot of him right here, right how you have most Funko Pops, but a single shot right there of what the mask would look like since Friday 13th, Jason Voorhees. Very stylistic design for this 8-bit pop. Now let's go to the Alien Xenomorph. This is your 40th anniversary one, because this one here is not any type of chase or exclusive, as you can see right here. There's no sticker over here. So this has a bit of an advantage being the 40th anniversary of the Aliens franchise. We have pop movies right here. It says Aliens across, Alien right there. Number 731. Nice window box display of, I think it's supposed to be Big Champ. I believe what that character is. Nice shot right here, sort of stylized. So it's Alien Xenomorph right there. This is what, of course, the alien will look like out of packaging. Very, very cool design. This figure does, in fact, have a figure stand, which we'll talk about shortly. Over here it does say Xenomorph, number 731. And the back of the packaging, very stylized to the old school Alien backdrop. You have a shot of him right here with both Ripley and Big Champ, or the Alien Xenomorph right there. Very cool packaging. Let's bring them both in the shot side by side so we get a nice comparison between the two. This is the front of the packaging. We have the side of the box. Of course, the Alien Xenomorph here has a much darker packaging compared to the 8-bit Jason Voorhees, which is much more bloody. As I mentioned a second ago, they have this cool font between the two. You have the Xenomorph, typical Funko, with the 8-bit font for Jason Voorhees. Now, if we look at the back of them here, again, more of a dark packaging for the Alien Xenomorph, more traditional slasher poster you would see for Jason Voorhees. So let's get both these guys out of packaging and continue the Funko Pop Battle Royale quarterfinal round matchup number 1. Alright guys, we have our 8-bit Jason Voorhees and our Alien Xenomorph out of packaging. The very first thing we do when we take figures out of packaging is look at the paint and articulation. Both these figures are on equal ground when it comes to articulation because neither of them has any. So let's focus on them one at a time. We'll focus first on the 8-bit Jason Voorhees. As I mentioned before, he is the 8-bit style. Basically a throwback, more vintage to old school days when it came to, let's say, NES design. This is very, very stylized. And as I mentioned, there is no articulation. The head will not spin at all. I do like the way he looks. He looks really, really cool with his hockey mask right there. Chevron designs right there, the red marks. Eyeballs sunken in. You can see the nose right there. The straps are really cool on the mask because they wrap around the entire pop itself. This side, through the top right here, and right there. Think of it also sort of like a feel like a Minecraft figure. That's sort of the idea as well. He is armed with his machete, his signature weapon, sort of bloody bit right there. He is wearing a green sort of jumpsuit, this jacket he normally would wear in the Friday the 13th movies. He has gray pants and black boots. Very, very plain as far as design with the way he looks, but he looks good for what he brings to the table. Again, he's more of a staction piece. There is no articulation on this pop. Now let's bring in the Alien Xenomorph. This guy has a much more lanky body compared to the Jason figure we just saw. What makes him very, very cool is his dome. This is all stylized here. This is all decoed out. This has all been sculpted across this side here, across the back. Now you might be asking yourself, Rook, does this dome come off? Is this clear piece removable? I can't give you an answer because I don't know. I've never tried removing it. I'm not 100% sure you can remove this because it might be glued in place. I don't want to take the risk there. I do like the way the face looks. You can see the skull eyes right there and the very signature mouth for the Alien Xenomorph. He is a very, very lanky body, as you can see right here, and he does require a clear plastic stand, a one-peg stand. Now, one thing that's very, very cool about this figure is the sheer amount of deco they put into this figure and styling. You can see all the design, all the piping here, which comes from the brainchild of H.R. Geiger, who made the designs for the original Alien Xenomorph character from the original Aliens movie. Looks really, really cool. Love the way he looks. Kind of clawed hands right there. Again, all stylized. You can see all the material right there. Looks really, really neat. His tail does come across. You might notice it here. It comes from the back, wraps, I'll move my finger out of the way, wraps around the figure all the way across and curls upwards right there. This is not articulated if you're asking that question. It just sits there. It looks really, really cool. Love the way he looks. He is, again, very, very lanky, and you could take that as a disadvantage because he does require a figure stand. Let's bring both characters back in so you can see them both in a shot simultaneously. That's how they look from the front. If you kind of turn them this way, the Alien beats him a little bit when it comes to size because of the curved dome, but of course Jason is much thicker. If you look at the back of the figures, they look like this, and of course the side shot would look like that. Again, both figures look really, really good. I want to make you guys, and the viewers, subscribers, pick who you think won this Funko Pop Battle Royale Season 1 quarterfinal round matchup when you cast your votes in the next segment. Alright guys, time to cast your vote. Who do you think won this quarterfinal round number 1 matchup? Was it 8-bit Jason Voorhees, or was it the Alien Xenomorph? As I mentioned in the breakdown segment, the Alien Xenomorph has much more articulation and much more detail, more deco. The 8-bit Jason Voorhees, because of the type of figure it is sort of a staction piece and it's limited in its design and articulation. Take that for what you think it is. Who do you think won this matchup? Click the eye above my head right now to cast your vote. And with that being said, I hope you liked this video review segment. Remember to click the like button at the bottom of the page. Click the subscribe button with a picture of my face. When you subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon to be notified of my latest videos. Of course, last but not least, look at windows over here to watch more of my content. Take care, guys. See you next video. And bye-bye.